and a new book by a 17-year-old, you heard me, conservative political commentator named Brilyn Hollyhand. Hollyhand's brand new book called One Generation Away, Why Now is the Time to Restore American Freedom, offers his peers a very prophetic vision of the greatness of America and our heritage. His writings defy the poisonous anti-Americanism aimed at cheating our youth out of their birthright and their freedoms and liberties. And he, like many other young folks in that generation, are finally seeing the light and trying to turn the tide before it's too late. And so, with that, I'd like to welcome this young new author. By the way, he also sits on the RNC's Youth Advisory Council. He's a co-chair there. This kid created his own media website at like 11. He's been out there giving speeches. I am so excited to meet him. Brilyn Hollyhand, welcome to Real America. What's up, young man? How are you?
What's up, Dan? Thanks so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
I mean, I don't even remember what I was doing at 11 years old. Seriously. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't even chasing girls yet. That's not till 13 or 14. I was maybe playing sports and playing with my G.I. Joes. You were out there creating a news website and getting involved in politics for the last 6, 7 years. And now before you even turn 18, you're on this advisory council, you've written a book, and you're putting an all call to Gen Zers. What's your message to those Gen Zers, Brilyn?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Well, again, just appreciate you having me. It's an honor to be here. Big fan of you and big fan of the show. So this really does mean a lot to get the opportunity. Hey, of course, yeah. You talked about Ronald Reagan. You talked about the GETTR. He was known as the great communicator because his words were timeless then and they're still timeless now. His famous quote, "Freedom is one generation away from extinction," is still true to this day. And Dan, I believe that my generation is that one generation away from total extinction. After the 2022 midterms where Republicans underperformed, I think that's kind of an open secret now that we've all acknowledged. Yep. I called out the National Party. I said, look, we have a complete, utter, embarrassing lack of youth engagement with my generation. Complete lack of youth engagement. We have been doing nothing. And so I called the party out. I went on another network and they said I was fear-mongering, Dan. No, I'm not fear-mongering. I'm telling the truth. This is the truth. The party could go extinct if we don't wake up right now. And not just the party, but American freedom could. So that's my message, because there is hope. I know a lot of people out there, don't feel like there's hope in America. There is hope. We have to start getting off the sidelines right now, though.
Briefly, tell us about the book, which drops in July, but is available for pre-order today. Is
Yes.
this your kind of message to your generation? I would imagine it's pro-American, but it also tells them the importance of voting and why America is so important to the world.
You were the best book salesman I've ever met.
No, I don't know. I'm guessing, man.
You're great. Yeah,
I'm just guessing.
You're totally
here.
right. You're spot on. This is great. I love this. No, yeah, absolutely. You see, I've spent the past 7 years of my career traveling the country, listening to as many Americans as I could. And the big message that I've heard over and over and over again is what we're just talking about. They do not have hope in the future of America. They don't have the hope that my generation is going to grow up in a free America, that we will be able to raise our kids in a free America. This isn't just my generation's fear. It's our parents' fear. It's grandparents' fear. That's why this book's so important. It is for my generation. It starts with my generation. That's why it's called One Generation Away. We want to inspire the next generation to get up off the sidelines right now to take action. But it's also for parents out there. Parents that are seeing the indoctrination that's happening in the classrooms 5 days a week, 7 hours a day. And it's also for grandparents. Grandparents that grew up in America a lot better than the one they're seeing today. And they want their kids and grandkids to grow up in that America. The book's available for pre-order right now at brylynbook.com. Signed copies just for your audience at brylynbook.com. But it's also available for pre-order Amazon, Barnes & Noble, really anywhere you can get your book. It's available right now for you. And I'm so excited to get to talk about it now.
Well, I'm just excited because, look, I've had other authors on, and some people are like, ugh, another book, another author. But when it's coming from a 17-year-old, directed at other 17-year-olds who are about to be voting age, which you are, I understand, come June. So you'll be voting in your first presidential election, and it's the most important one of my 50 years on this rock. That's why I wanted to have you on, so that other young people will see this interview and go, holy cow, that kid, sorry to call you that kid got involved, and look at the change he's making from 11 to 17 years old. Just think of the change I could make. I'm an adult now. So that's why I really wanted to have you on. And Brilyn, I'm going to leave this as an open invitation. You are welcome to come back. I want you to come back and talk about the election, about registering younger voters, about all kinds of stuff. Maybe come on a Friday and do our fun This Week in Woke America segment and just have a little fun poking fun at liberals. So you're a bright young man. I think you've got an amazing future in politics. But more importantly, you're out there on the ground doing the work, to try to get younger voters involved in the conservative movement. So God bless you for that, Brilyn, and you're welcome back anytime, sir.
Thank you so much, Dan. I really, really appreciate you. Have a great rest of the week. We'll definitely be back. We'll make it happen.
Okay, take care.